Good afternoon, Burlingame community. Hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. I know a lot of folks were out and about and we had some beautiful weather. And so I'm glad everybody had the opportunity to do that. I've had a lot of questions recently about testing. And so my update for the community and my communication will be largely about testing today. A lot of folks have noticed activity at both McKinley and Washington in the morning as myself and some district office staff and some site staff and teachers help coordinate testing. What's going on there? Well, we are doing the Binax testing. That's what we've been sending out in newsletters to have folks sign up. And that gives us permission to test your children in the event that there's a positive case in a classroom. We can rapid test your children to make sure that they are negative in the event of a potential exposure. And so that's the benefit, is that the parents can know and the students and the teacher can know right away that they are negative. So far this year, we've had 5 students reported positive for COVID at McKinley and 4 at Washington. And it turns out that those positives are coming largely from activities that folks are engaged in outside of school. We're hearing birthday parties and sports teams and pickup games in the park and having fun in people's backyards or doing visits. But people need to stay masked during those times. So those reports of positive cases are coming from parents, and we really want to express how grateful we are, parents, that you are keeping your children home if they are symptomatic. That's the right thing to do. And then getting them tested, also the right thing to do, so that when they're positive, you can contact the school. Those positive tests then cause us to operate a testing team for those parents who have opted into Binax so that we can test the other children that were close contacts as determined by our contact tracing in collaboration with the County Department of Public Health. We then test those children twice in a week and make sure that they are not testing positive so that there's not a school outbreak. I'm really pleased to report that this allows us to say that even though we have those positive test results reported in those 2 schools, all of our student testing on campus from those classrooms has yielded 0 positive tests. So we're not having spread at school, probably because we're masking both indoors and outdoors to really mitigate the spread of any outbreak. So we're being very successful with that approach. I also wanted to share with everybody that the community surveillance testing, that's the AMBRI, that you can have your child deliver on Tuesday morning. Pickups are on Mondays. Delivery is on Tuesdays. That's the one where they spit in the test tube. That's going to be made available weekly by your PTA volunteers. They've decided to make that a weekly option for parents so that you can keep up on that surveillance testing. So they are going to be sending kits home. So they're usually in the box out in front of your school on Mondays, and you drop them off on Tuesdays. And just a hint that a lot of people have found really useful, you can have your child actually spit into the AMBRI test tube. Make sure you get enough spit in there. A lot of it is bubbles, less bubbles, more spit. And test on or fill it up on Monday evening. It's still good to drop off on Tuesday morning. So the sample is still viable. And we found out that because it doesn't interrupt with getting ready to go to school, with brushing teeth or eating in the morning, it's a lot easier to remember to do it the night before. So that's just a helpful tip we've received. But that AMBRI testing will be available every week starting next week. Remember, pick up on Mondays, drop offs on Tuesdays. If we happen to have a holiday on Monday, then you will pick up on Tuesday and drop off on Wednesday for holiday weeks. So we appreciate PTAs and Dr. Shaw for coordinating that continued volunteer testing for the community. It's a really helpful thing to have. And of course, the curative van is still in the BIS parking lot on Mondays. And you can still get tested locally through your own healthcare provider or through one of the free clinics. So lots of testing opportunities out there these days. And enroll your child in Binax if you want us to be able to test if there is a positive result from a classroom. So again, this year we've only had 4 positive students from Washington who have shown up in school, but then the parents later report that they've tested positive, which we've done testing for, and 5 at McKinley. All of the testing that we've done for follow-up, 0 positive results. So really good results. And we really think masking and hand washing is the key, indoors and outdoors. Please, parents, continue to help us by sharing with us when your child tests positive so that we can follow up. And make sure that you are masking and staying vigilant. It's really easy to not remember all the time because we're really tired of wearing masks at this point, and we're really tired of watching and making sure that we're being healthy. But it's really, really important so that we don't have any disruption to school. So hope everybody's doing well. It's been a good start to this school year, and teachers are doing a wonderful job, and principals are doing a fantastic job, and we're going to keep going. Everybody take care.